are racers. They race. Every time the gun goes off, they race. Amber is a better race athlete than a practice athlete. Heather is both. Lauren is a better race athlete than a practice athlete. One of the reasons why I think Heather is making such progress is she is hard core in practice and in meets, and that's what you'll look for in a runner. Someone that's both. Both of the other athletes are good training athletes. Heather is exceptional at both, and she's making a lot of progress because of that.
Well, it sounds like everything is pointing towards an interesting finish in the GNAC Championship, which is here on campus this year. Home meet, which there's obviously a certain home course advantage there. Your runners know how the course works and what's up next. And also some talent, certain talent, proven talent, all conference runners coming back this year. Runner-up finish last year, narrow runner-up finish. This year, I'm sure your team expects to contend for that championship.
Their goal is to contend for the championship. I don't think they'll be happy with anything less than first. They weren't happy last year. We had it 1 through 4 runners. Unfortunately, our 5th was injured in the GNAC Championships. We had some runners that really stepped up and tried to get the job done, but when you lose one of your top runners, it's very difficult. So what we did is we went out and recruited a whole lot of runners of that caliber to be able to push that. So it would be so competitive for those top 7 spots that those runners are just going to have to get better and better and better just to be on varsity.
Coach, now we want to talk about the men's program, and we know that we have some impressive names coming back. An interesting team, made even more so by the fact that we have some newcomers that will contribute, I imagine, right away. Kind of talk about what your team looks like thus far.
They're working really hard. We haven't had a lot of Joe because he's doing RA training right now. But we know what Joe brings to the table. He went
Joe DeSalvo, the junior. Yep.
He went 26:30 last year, and his goal is to go sub 26 this year, which is a very realistic goal for him. It's something I really believe he can do. But he's being pushed when he is here at practice by a couple of freshmen. Nick Chakra and Cody Vachon are both pushing him every day. Actually, Cody's running ahead of him almost every day. He's a very strong, tough-minded young man. Outspoken, and Nick Chakra, just as fast in high school as he was, just the opposite though, very quiet, unassuming young man.
Okay.
And they're rooming together, so it's kind of an interesting grouping, and I think that the two of them are going to grow really well together as runners. I expect that they're going to be a couple of runners that you're going to hear a lot of over the next 4 years.
Great. And talk about some of the other returners. I know the likes of Tyg Hagan, Jeff Merrill, Billy Brooks, Andrew Karen, and Faisal Abdullahi, of course, the senior captain, along with your junior Joe DeSalvo, who is also a captain. How have these runners developed, the improvement that you've seen from them thus far?
The one that's, actually 2 of them have really shined. Tyg Hagan has been really looking great. He's been running right up there with the top groups. He looks strong. Last year at this time you could see some weakness in him. This year he looks so much stronger. I expect a lot from him. He went low 28s last year. He looks substantially quicker than last year. Andrew Karen had kind of an epiphany last year when he did the steeplechase. And when he did the steeplechase, something clicked in him and it really worked for him. And ever since then, Andrew's become a different runner. And I'm seeing a more mature, a more focused athlete, someone who's chasing after it. He's not up in that top group, but there's been a great deal of improvement from him. Faisal, you're going to get from Faisal basically a consistent 27:30. That's who he is.
Right.
He's more of a track guy, but he is able to give you what you need. He's an excellent 5th runner. He's told me he's not going to be the 5th runner. That's no way that's going to happen. He will not allow himself to be the 5th runner. So last year he was the 2 runner, but we have so many new runners coming in, it's going to be difficult to be in that top 5 for any of the runners.